It's time now for the Peter Channel 5 o'clock news and it's Monday evening, March 7th, 2016. Good afternoon, everybody, and good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins out here. 5 o'clock news at 9:00. Top story at 5 on this Monday evening is Washington, where American warplanes on Saturday struck a training camp in Somalia belonging to the Islamic militant group Bashab. The Pentagon said killed about 150 fighters who United States officials said were preparing an attack against Americans. A pattern is starting to emerge that holds both promise and peril for Republican presidential frontrunner Donald Trump. Trump does better in the open and primary contest where members of the either party can vote, while Texas Senator Cruz tends to do it better. GOP candidates claim Reagan mantled but forgot his words. Lena Ray Mazur, wife of Eagles co-founder and former Bastard Randy Mazur, was shot and killed Sunday at the Studio City, California, the couple shared. He had his retirement news conference on Monday. Quarterback Peyton Manning publicly denied for the first time he recently resurfaced sexual assault allegations that occurred while he played for the University of Tennessee. Tunisia's prime minister said an attack by extremist gunmen on a Tunisian town near the Libyan border was an effort by the Islamic State group. And Kyle went to the European Union to double its aid that it given to Turkey to deal with the migrant crisis, the European Parliament president said on Monday. Tokyo, the United States said South Korea kicked off major military exercise on Monday, including rehearsals by surgical strikes and North Korea's main nuclear and missile facility and decapitation raised by special forces targeted in the north. Peshawar, Pakistan, at least 17 people, including 2 police officers and 2 children, were killed in a suicide attack Monday in Pakistan's northwestern Khyber province, police said. Donald J. Trump's repeated threats against Mexico drew a forceful response on Monday from the President Enrique Peña Nieto to Mexico, who vowed that this country would never pay for the Republican candidate's much-valued border wall and warned that. In Seoul, North Korea has hacked into smartphones of ski Seoul government officials and launched a cyber attack against South Korea's rail operator. While U.S. and South Korean troops launched large-scale military attacks on Monday, moved to recommendations from North Korea. Bernie Sanders said Clinton mischaracterized the sent on auto bailout. Idaho police are searching for the suspect who fired shots at the pastor church parking lot. Pastor Tim Remington was shot as many as 6 times, put his head in the lung the day after praying with Ted Cruz at a rally. The High Court's decision Monday overturned the Alabama Supreme Court ruling could have broad implications that adoption rights to the same-sex couples advocates said. Wall responded to a 911 call last Saturday. Volunteer firefighter Jim Skillen and Virgil Blue had a split-second decision to make as Virginia firefighter reinstated after transporting the responsive toddler to a hospital in a fire truck. Lansing. Many Michigan farmers are frustrated with a lack of clarity in issues making their daughter commit with the name in the Tuesday's primary. Washington and children of Nancy Reagan, Ron Reagan and Patty Davis spoke out on Monday, one day after the former First Lady's death. In local news, the Mansfield Town Airport Commission is planning to name the new administration building at Mansfield Municipal Airport for the aviation pioneer and former owner of the airport, the late Florence Bolts. The new building is under construction is on the schedule to be completed in May. Commission Chairman Lou Andrews said Bolts purchased their property in the 1920s, converted it into an airport for her daughter Martha and an avid motorcyclist and flyer. Martha died in a light plane accident during the 1950s. The story of Mansfield Airport closely parallels the history of aviation itself, as only a year after Charles Lindbergh made the history of making flight across the Atlantic. Bolts purchased the property from a group of Oakman who operated horse Trident track there, according to King Aviation. Boston, the Massachusetts Bay Transportation Authority's control board has voted to raise fares on its public transportation system at 9.2% beginning July the 1st. Went from 7 fourth graders at Rock School confirmed ruling head-on as part of the year's Destination Imagination program. Rehoboth, the vice chairman of the Dayton Rehoboth Regional School Committee called a Riverhead official in an email after he filed an open meeting law complaint about a special committee working to update the district's regional agreement. Norton, voters on the April 26th town election will have a church on the ballot for the first time since 2013. Attleboro, the city's new public works garage on Lime Street, about 95% complete, but the remaining 5% looks like it will take longer than the city officials have hoped. Boston. Supporters and opposed to the legalize of marijuana cabinet at Massachusetts State House on Monday to bring on a proposal that would allow the recreational use and possession of marijuana up to an proposal of 21 and older. The proposal was the focus on public hearing before the Legislature Judiciary Committee. As supporters have collected enough signatures, moved the proposal of a November ballot. Lawmakers up to get debated and voted on it. Boston protesters have set down a meeting of the Massachusetts Bay Transportation Authority. Control board was prevented to vote on the proposed fare hikes. Wall Street steps for a rally to mixed trading. As now up 618 points at 17,073.95. SP 500 up 1.77 points at 2,176 wall. Nasdaq down 4,708. While Nasdaq's down 8.77 points at 4,708.25. Student loans bank top list of top Illinois consumer scams for the first time. United Airlines CEO Oscar Munoz will resume his full-time duties on Monday, March 14th, just 2 months after he received a heart transplant. Yet, U.S. stocks are closing mostly higher. Wall Street has never jumped into the price of crude oil, but energy companies back in favor. Kobe Japan. Mitsubishi Heavy Industries reports its delivery on Monday of the 4th Suez-class submarine to Japan's Ministry of Defense. Hamburg, Germany. Germany's Navy 3rd Type 125 frigate Christian Sachsen Anhalt at the Tuscan Marine System shipyard in Hamburg. Kiev, Ukraine. Ukraine's Bonaparte Mac business units delivered its initial blow to the new 120mm Malat mortars to the country's military. Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates, UAE company Emirates Technology Innovation Center says it's locally competent developed radar system to be tested this summer. Mystery Mercury, what makes the planet's surface a little dark? A solar eclipse will reveal itself when people in parts of Indonesia on India and the Pacific Ocean on March 8th as astronomy buffs around the world can show the video online and catch the show. New evidence from ancient erections suggests an answer to a surprising yes. Says people can outrun a supervolcano. Great China volcano said he could run into anyone to outrun a volcano. A recent Cowboy International team showed that 14,600 orangutans in Botany Wild, some 8,000 more than previously thought. A 26-year-old woman who received the first transplanted uterus in the United States said on Monday that she was looking forward to getting pregnant next year. Shares of Air Crisp Pharmaceuticals are jumping up 12.4% to $2.09 on heavy traded volume Monday afternoon after the company's experimental and trade trial drug showed promising results in mice infected. A new drug for hemophilia B patients on a FDA-approved the US CDC estimates that hemophilia occurs about 1 in 5,000 live births. Many other developed countries require employees to employees take 6 days of pay, but the United States doesn't. Take a look at New England alerts in Marlboro, Vermont, 5113 Agar Hole Road, a 2-alarm fire showing in the residence command request upgraded second alarm fire department mutual aid. And Capital Vermont 5865 US Route 2 Fatal Motor Cross reported 2 vehicle motor cross accidents up truck and car, 1 confirmed fatality. Peter Cello News Apps, stop 509 in the evening time on this Monday evening. It's time now for Sports Report. Tonight, the Boston Bruins be at Florida taking on the Florida Panthers. Game time 7:30 p.m. Maria Shipova said Monday that she had been notified by the International Tennis Federation that she tested positive for the banned substance at the Australian Open in January. The new Philadelphia Eagles personnel boss of the same old boss as executive vice president Al Wersman is already starting to move on to the same of former coach Chip Kelly's personal decision as Brian Maxwell will also be traded in Miami Dolphins. 1 week after a genetic surgery custody in an under classic, Adam Scott survived a record finish to claim the second in town of many weeks. This time in the WGC Cadillac Championship. This year was 2012. Washington Redskins were quit. One thing the franchise was going to get Robert Griffin III. We're going to get him at all costs. Peter Cello News Time now followed on this Monday evening. This time now for our Trevor Report. Here on this Monday evening rush hour commute. Let's study up down where it's looking good in our ways, and Maui the Ocean takes it for 130 in the westbound side. A little slow around the western end of Newport Bridge. Down in Providence, 146 on the southbound side. It's slow go before Route 95 and downtown Providence. 95 on the southbound side. It's slow from downtown Providence before Route 146 and all the way down to Route 6 connector. 6 connector on the eastbound side. It's a little slow before Route 95. 95 on the northbound side, so from Service Avenue to downtown Providence. 195 on the westbound side, it is so from India Point Park all the way up to downtown Providence. Out of the Cape Downs, 20 on the northbound side, a little over to the border Woody Boras. 20 is looking good, and Route 6 looking from 71 on the lanes. 4 and 7 Bridges are looking good. 25 on the eastbound side, a little slow around the 620 in Buzzards Bay. 24 on the southbound side, slow before after Route 120 in Canton. 120 on the southbound side, it is slow from University Avenue Westwood all the way out to Route 24 in Canton. 120 on the northbound side is slow from the Braintree stretch to Route 24 in Randolph. Southeast Expressway, the southbound side is slow from Quincy all the way out to the Braintree Split. Route 3 on the southbound side is slow from Split all the way out to Union Street in Braintree. Mossback on the westbound side is slow from the Bridge Tunnel all the way out to Newton. 495 on the northbound side, get back to the deer in Milford around Route 109, so expect delays from 126 in Bellingham to Route 109 on Milford on Route 495 to the accident in Milford. 93 on the northbound side, so from Somerville all the way out to Stoneham. 120 on the northbound side, so from Woburn all the way out to Wakefield. Route 3 on the northbound side, also over the Bill Ricker stretch. 120 on the northbound side, also before Route 3 in Burlington due to an accident here. 93 on the northbound side, have an accident in 93 northbound side, not an accident, just slowness around north. And don't forget to expect some delays here. On highways in Worcester and vicinity are looking good. I-91 on the northbound side, it's slow go from Route 57 in Agawam to 291 in Springfield, 291 in both ends also around the Mass Pike in Chicopee. Route 90 eastbound side, it is slow between the Tacoma State Parkway and Route 22 in eastern New York. Out in Connecticut, I-84 on the westbound side here, it is slow. I-84 on the westbound side, so from Salem Avenue all the way out to South Main Street. I-84 on the eastbound side, so from Trinity College Harvard all the way up to downtown Hartford around Route 2. 91 on the southbound side is slow. After I-84 all the way out to Weathersfield, Connecticut around Route 3. I-91 on the northbound side, is also between Route 9 and Middletown all the way up to Rocky Hill. I-84 on both ends, also to the Waterbury stretch. I-91 on the southbound side is also around Route 95 in New Haven. 95 on both ends, also before Route 91 in New Haven, Connecticut. Wilbur Cross Highway is also to Fairfield Church. 95 on the northbound side, so between Fairfield and Bridgeport. 95 on the northbound side, so between Greenwich and Stamford, doing a couple of accidents on 95 on the northbound side in Stamford, Connecticut, around Route 104, so expect some delays here. Highways and byways in New York City are slow go. Up in Albany. Out in Albany. 77 on the southbound side, a little slow around Route 87 in Albany, so expect some delays. 89 both ends, a little slow around the thruway, and get an accident on the thruway westbound side of Rotterdam Junction and I-80 and the westbound side, a little slow after the thruway. Highways in Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine are looking good except for 195 and the eastbound side, a little slow after the turnpike in Saco. In Saco, Maine. MBTA alerts. On the Commuter Rail, Franklin Line, train 719, 5:10 p.m. outbound, expected to depart substation 5 to 15 minutes late beyond schedule due to late arrival equipment. Providence train 8:17, 5 p.m. outbound, is to depart at substation 10-15 minutes beyond schedule due to late arrival equipment. And on the subway system, Green Line Express and minor eastbound delays due to signal problem at Copley. Silver Line S5 Express and minor delays due to traffic and on Thursday are looking good. Peter Chell News Times now 5. Peter Chell News Times now 5:14 on this Monday evening, and it's time now for a weather report for tonight. Podcast skies, about 35 degrees, southwest to about 5 to 8 miles an hour, and coming to lighter variable after midnight. Tuesday, podcast skies have about 56 degrees, lighter variable wind. Tonight, most clouds go to about 39 degrees, south to about 6 miles an hour. Wednesday, most of the clouds got about 6 about 52 degrees, southwest about 5 to 10 miles outside, 21 miles an hour. Thursday, check the showers being after 7 a.m. and before between 9 p.m. and 2 a.m. Most clouds got about 59 about 40 degrees, and chance of precipitation is 55%. Friday, chance of showers before 9 a.m. Parts of the podcast got about 52 about 34 degrees, chance of precipitation 30%. For Saturday, parts of skies, the most clouds got about 56 about 40 degrees. Sunday, chance of showers, most clouds got about 57 about 40 degrees, chance of precipitation 30%. And for Monday, chance of showers, mostly clouds got about 50 degrees and Anticipation 40%. Currently here, not near. It is 47 degrees, broke with clouds, and seeing some streaky rain showers off the Outer Cape and off Nantucket Sound. And that's going to be for the Peter Channel 5 o'clock news on this. Monday evening, March 7th, 2069. Peter was there. Have a good evening and goodbye today. See you at 11 o'clock for a late night report. Have a good evening.